Shimmy, shimmy, yo, shimmy, ya. About to start my day, so I'm rolling up the Zod. Remember all the times they say I wouldn't make it far. Left into the bank, my account be the star.
So on this next story, I kind of spoke on the George Floyd thing and how it related to the Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case. And an update to that, Derek Chauvin has pleaded guilty to federal charge in Floyd's death. We're here on Yahoo News. It says former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin pleaded guilty Wednesday to federal charge of violating George Floyd's civil rights, admitting for the first time that he kept his knee on Floyd's neck even after he became unresponsive, resulting in the black man's death. Chauvin, who was white, who was convicted this spring of state murder and manslaughter charges and Floyd's May 25, 2020 death, and was sentenced to 22.5 years. In his federal plea Wednesday, Chauvin admitted he willfully deprived Floyd of his right to be free from unreasonable seizure, including unreasonable force by police officer, by kneeling on Floyd's neck, even though he was handcuffed and not resisting. A second federal charge in Floyd's death was dismissed, but Chauvin pleaded guilty to another count in an unrelated 2017 case. Chauvin appeared in person for the charge of the plea hearing in an short sleeve prison shirt and was led into and out of court in handcuffs. He said, "Guilty, Your Honor," to confirm his plea and acknowledged that he committed the acts alleged. Chauvin had faced a possible maximum life sentence in prison on federal count in Floyd's death. Under the plea agreement, both sides agreed Chauvin should face a sentencing ranging from 20 to 25 years, with prosecutors saying they would seek 25. The final sentence will be up to U.S. District Judge Paul Magnuson, but Chauvin is likely to face more time behind bars than he would on state charges alone. Through a combination of good behavior and parole, Chauvin's state sentence will likely amount to 15 years behind bars. A federal sentence will run at the same time, and good behavior could also reduce time, but inmates still typically serve 85% of their sentences. That means if Chauvin gets 25 years that prosecutors want, he will likely spend 21 years, 3 months in prison, or a little more than 6 years beyond his state sentence. The 3 other former officers were indicted on federal charges alongside Chauvin. Floyd's arrest and death, which a bystander captured, sparked calling for the end of racial inequality and police mistreatment of black people. Chauvin also pleaded guilty to violating the rights during a 2017 arrest in which he held a boy by his throat, hit him in the head with a flashlight, and held a knee on the boy's neck and upper back while he was prone, handcuffed, and not resisting. That was one of several cases mentioned in state court filings that prosecutors said showed Chauvin's use of neck or head upper body restraint 7 times dating back to 2014, including 4 times state prosecutors say went beyond the point that force was needed. Several members of Floyd's family were present Wednesday, as was the teenager in the 2017 arrest. As they left the courtroom, Floyd's brother said to the team, "It's a good day for justice." He's going to be the face of this. You know what I'm saying? Him getting 25, I wouldn't be surprised. He's the one person all other law enforcement agencies and everybody just said, "Yeah, our hands are up on this one. You fucked up. There's no way to defend this fuck up here." They're going to burn his ass. You know what I'm saying? They're going to give him 25. Which is better than getting life, but how old is he? What, like 40 something? Them 25 years going to hurt. Don't bring it back to life, but I mean, it's crazy that, you have this officer who has multiple complaints all these times before for prior issues, but yet he's still on the fucking job. He's been violating people's civil rights since 2014. It took somebody dying from what he's been doing since 2014 for us to see anything change. That is mystifying to me. Like, not mystifying, but it's crazy. It's deranged. How do you work with somebody you know who's violating people's rights for all these years? And that's the problem with they say they're good cops. I believe if you're gonna be a good cop, the good cops we've seen in history kind of stood on principle. Like what's that? Serpico, when the cop he didn't want to be dirty or he snitched on dirty cops and got left hanging for that shit. Cause they feel he broke the blue wall, that blue wall of silence. For all the times the cops say they want people to help and testify and things of such, they won't do that shit to their own. Police believe in no snitching on police. That's the problem. How do you get past that? Personally, I don't know. Yeah, that blue wall of silence is real. It's hard to get around. You're kind of stuck. I guess that's how a lot of officers feel, stuck. Cause who was the officer back in the day in Cali? He ended up killing other police officers because he said they were being racist and stuff. And anytime he reported it, he the one who got in trouble. So it's really tough selling when, you know, I guess if you're in that position. But these are the people who are supposed to be the purveyors of the law. And it's supposed to be here to protect and serve. You see, they come with their bullshit too. It's your boy DJTheParkBoy, and I'm here with a special product for you. I got some Delta 8 weed from JK Distro, and I'm saying it's amazing. It's clean, smokable, and the best part is they deliver it right to your door. Because of the 2018 Farm Bill, it's now legal for them to have Delta 8 weed sent through the mail. That's right. And if you use promo code FLOSS1, you can get some clean, smokable weed sent to your door direct. You have options. You go right there to jkdistro.com. You look at all the strands they have, which is a lot. You can even get you some edibles. You can get you some wine. Anything in between you can think of. You put in promo code FLOSS1, you're going to save you 20%. So go ahead, hop on that now. Make sure it's in the description.